Importantly, the Drake Toll Show on Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. Did you watch last night? The San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 2. Are you ready? Can I do it? The permission? Is it granted? Are we? 300 milligrams of caffeine immediately for the next 3 hours to deduce what we saw. You get an injury. You get an injury. You get an injury. From Dylan Harper to J-Dub to De'Aaron Fox and the continual issues with his ankle that Mitch Johnson, the head coach of the Spurs, has talked about. All of those aside, it does not change the final score of last night's game where the Oklahoma City Thunder got back. Even this series, final score of 122 to 113 over San Antonio. And that's it. That's your look. The Vegas Golden Knights stunning the Colorado Avalanche 4-2. Aaron Rodgers saying, "You know what? I'm going to hang it up. It's time to retire after this season. I'm going to go on a." Of all of the athletes, all the pro athletes you expect to go on a farewell tour, is Aaron Rodgers that guy? Is Aaron Rodgers that name? We'll hit there, and also Ed Orgeron back at LSU. An assistant coach on Lane Kiffin's staff, Nolan Smith Jr., the Eagles linebacker, clocked at 135 miles an hour in the state of Georgia. What do we know about Georgia and speeding? What do we know about Georgia players and speeding? You'll never guess where Nolan Smith Jr. attended college. All of that today on this show. We have to start in the National Basketball Association. Do you understand? There is something about glory that only comes through winning the NBA title. I had a fan ask me one time, not a fan of me, but a fan of an NBA team said, if we make the conference finals, I think everybody would be really excited. I think everybody, we'd finally set the record straight that this organization is prominent in the NBA. They were a Timberwolves fan. I said, no, we don't do that. We don't remember. Remember that one time that team went to the conference finals? Wow, what a good team that was. You might do that as a fan, but nationally, we don't do that. We don't say, man, that 2017 76ers conference final contending team, they were so good. Obviously, as you know, the Sixers were not in the conference final in 2017. And if the Sixers were in the conference final this year, those fans would care. Oh, we're back. Joel Embiid, we're back. Finally, people can stop making fun of us. But nationally, we only care if you win the NBA championship. We barely care, a little bit of care if you make it and you lose. It gives you a bit of cachet. But here in America, this capitalistic mindset, we want you to win. One of these four teams, the Thunder, the Spurs, the Cavaliers, the Knicks, will win the NBA title. They will get glory. And if you're the Spurs and it's just a fun trip to the Western Conference Finals, we're good again. Guys, come on, look at us. We're good again. Remember us from earlier? Greg Popovich, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan. We had Thiago Splitter and Manu Ginobili. We did it. No. See, if you go to the Western Conference Finals and you lose, from a cachet standpoint, from a fan standpoint, from an NBA standpoint, we don't look at the San Antonio Spurs and say, man, oh man, you guys remember that 2026 Spurs team? No, it doesn't work that way. You guys remember that 2024 Dallas Mavericks team? We don't really, nationally, we don't have, you might be in Burleson, Texas right now having that conversation, sitting and having a cup of coffee saying, remember how good we had it? You can do that. We don't do that in other coffee shops. Somebody woke up in Hudson, Wisconsin today. It's like, man, those Knicks teams that won the title in the 70s, whew, something about them. and those are the memories that are brought up when the Knicks are good again. Not, remember that time that the Knicks made the playoffs in 2011? We don't do that. We don't play that game. Here's what I'm getting at. Is Victor Wembanyama might be the best player on the planet. I told you that he is. And the San Antonio Spurs might be clicking. But if injuries to guys like Dylan Harper or De'Aaron Fox derail this, if the officials are not being as nitpicky as Mitch Johnson may like and calling fouls and sending Wembanyama to the line, if the San Antonio Spurs have individual players with as many or more turnovers than their opponent, the Oklahoma City Thunder, we're not going to remember San Antonio for, man, that was an elite 2026 team. No, we're going to say that Thunder squad is a dynasty. So you watched last night's game, and I did. I'm assuming that you caught a glimpse or two of it. I hope you're watching this series. You watched last night's game. And you walk away saying, well, the Spurs didn't play that poorly. They played okay. They actually shot better than the Thunder, 49%. The Thunder's 48%. They shot better from deep, 40%. The Thunder's 36%. The Spurs were 16 for 40 from deep. That's going to keep you in the game. So what was the differentiator? What did we see that gave Oklahoma City the win? Well, it's what I was trying to conceptualize yesterday on the Drake Toll Show. That the Thunder are the better team. And I've been telling you the Thunder are the better team. On paper, I open up the sheet of paper that has the list of names. You're like, well, dang. The Thunder go 3 players deeper than the San Antonio Spurs. So how do the Spurs keep winning? Well, Victor Wembanyama has been a huge piece. And the guard play, somebody steps up in each of these wins against OKC. But last night was the example. It's finally, I can articulate it. I still have the Spurs winning this series in 6 or 7 games because of Victor Wembanyama, because of the savvy guard play, because I believe San Antonio, even with injury, Oklahoma City, even with injury, J-Dub going down last night, that the Spurs have enough options. Wemby, Vassell, Castle, they all scored 20 or more points last night. They have enough options in the starting 5 to get it done. Now, when you look at the bench and it's Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes and Carter Bryant, Luke Cornett, it's okay. The bench was terrible last night for the Spurs. Okay, but the starting 5 is good enough to keep you in any game. And in a postseason format where we ask you, a best of 7 here. If you've got 5 great players, you best play those 5 players the entire time, as much as you can. In that setting, I don't care if you have 11 elite guys. I need you to have 5 elite guys with stamina. The Spurs, albeit injured, have offered that. But last night, what the Thunder did is they did that Death Star. We're the Thunder. We're the best team in the NBA. We know we're the best team in the NBA, and we are constructing a dynasty. It was business. SGA postgame was business. SGA was kind of a D-bag postgame as it pertained to discussing his teammates. Yeah, weird, I know. We'll get to that audio later in the show. But what OKC did is they said at our best, at our run of death game, at our tactical game, you can't beat us. And guess what? No one in America, no basketball team in the world can beat the Thunder when they play like this, when they play a tactical style of basketball. 48% from the field, 36% from 3, 19 for 24 at the free throw line. 34 assists to the Spurs, 22. Let's make them dribble. The Thunder had 14. I know I'm just giving you numbers here, but follow along. The Thunder had 14 steals to the Spurs, 5. Oh, and the bench points, that's where things really took a turn for San Antonio. They couldn't keep up with the depth last night. 25 bench points for the Spurs. The Thunder, on the other hand, got that from Cason Wallace and Jared McCain alone, from A.J. Mitchell and Alex Caruso alone. They combined those guys. Mitchell, 10 points. McCain, 12 points. Wallace, 12 points. Hell, there's 34 right there. Caruso, 17 points. There's 51. J-Dub was out. So the other Jalen Williams said, all right, score 6 for you. The bench of the Thunder scoring 57. The bench of the Spurs scoring 25. So remember that thing I said about, hey, if you got 5 elite guys, you can get it done. 5 elite guys. But the reserves, the onslaught for Oklahoma City just kept coming last night. A.J. Mitchell, 28 minutes. Jared McCain, 26 minutes. Cason Wallace, 25 minutes. Alex Caruso, 25 minutes. With the Spurs on a limited roster due to injury, I don't see a player on the bench right now for San Antonio that I need on the floor, much less want on the floor, for 25 minutes. Therein lies the problem. The only starter for OKC who played more than 27 minutes was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and when he's doing this, and Victor Wembanyama's not, the OKC Thunder will be all right. 30 points for SGA last night on 12 for 24 shooting, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And I mentioned earlier, Oklahoma City, 9 turnovers as a team. 9 turnovers as a team. And for San Antonio, sit down for this one, Stephon Castle, 9 turnovers. For what he did offensively, 25 points on 10 for 17 shooting, that's good. 9 turnovers, matching the opposing team in the amount of times you gave the ball away, that is not. San Antonio had over 20 giveaways in the contest. Then there's Victor Wembanyama. How has he not talked about Victor Wembanyama? How are we talking Spurs Thunder? And this Drake Toll guy hasn't brought up Victor Wembanyama, the best player on the. He said he's the best player on the planet. So what is it? Well, Wemby last night was neutralized. In his 37 minutes, 21 points. That was third on his team. 8 for 16 shooting. Tried the deep ball a little more. Only took 2 threes in game 1. Shot 7 of them, 3 for 7 last night. 21 points, 17 boards, 6 assists. He was the Energizer Bunny. He was the catalyst. He would get the ball to Victor Wembanyama, and hopefully good things happen. And by and large, again, the Spurs played a good game. The turnover number's pretty dramatic, but outside of that, the Spurs played a fairly good game. The starting 5 played a good game, namely with Harper being banged up, with Fox unable to go due to an ankle. The Spurs were fine. The one thing they were missing, think about it this way, the one thing they were missing is if Oklahoma City wins this game 122-113, a 9-point victory. If Victor Wembanyama has his usual 30, 32, 34, 36, we've seen him drop 40. If Victor Wembanyama does that, the Spurs win. That the thing that kept them 9 points away was Wemby only scoring 21 points. Okay, fine. Then you should be asking, as a good basketball fan, you should be asking the next question. How did Wemby only score 21 points? May I introduce you to a man who wears number 55 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A second-round draft pick, 43rd overall in 2017. Isaiah Hartenstein. He had 12 minutes and 2 points in game 1. Dagno said, could live with him, could live without him. It's game 1. Mark Dagno, the head coach of the Thunder, could live with him, could live without him. I don't know. Let him start. Let him play a little bit. Sit his ass down. Last night, completely flipped the script. I want Hartenstein on the floor, Dagno says. And I want him guarding Victor Wembanyama. And that was the difference. So much so that the first questions at the press conference postgame were Isaiah Hartenstein. Where did that come from? Victor Wembanyama looked uncomfortable. Oh, if you ask Spurs fans, well, it's because he was being fouled by Isaiah Hartenstein. And sure, Isaiah played a physical brand of basketball, but if you watched this game, you saw a Wemby that looked far less comfortable and confident than usual. And why? It wasn't just an off night. He had an off night. No, no, no. Isaiah Hartenstein was in Victor Wembanyama's back pocket, and it worked. Isn't that a crazy sentence? Did you think we'd get there in the NBA playoffs? That neutralizing the best player on the floor, the best player in America, would be a guy named Isaiah Hartenstein? You are living that reality. Spurs fall in game 2, 122 to 113. If OKC does this, if OKC shoots it at a decent clip, both at the free throw line and from deep, overall from the field, if OKC limits their own turnovers, forces you into mistakes. I mean, some teams aren't good enough, athletic enough, elite enough to get away with a mistake here, a mistake there. If Oklahoma City's not making mistakes, if the best team in basketball is not making mistakes, you're not going to win. Unless you have an otherworldly performance from a guy like Victor Wembanyama. And last night against Hartenstein, he wasn't able to do so. That's a problem for San Antonio. When we come back, Aaron Rodgers is retiring? Well, not right now. Later. But his numbers were the same as Jacoby Brissett last year. Why do we care? This is Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. This is the Drake Toll Show.
Spurs Thunder is living up to the hype.
And I was taking shots from the front and the back.
The Gooner.
In the meat.
Anyway.
Good morning. It is the Drake Toll Show on Westwood One. The Westwood One Sports app. All you have to do is download that app. If you download the Westwood One Sports app, which has gotten better, you can listen to the entirety of the Drake Toll Show via your phone, your car, your speakers, or the Drake Toll Show YouTube, the Drake Toll Show on Twitter. It's the Drake Toll Show. Last night, Shohei Ohtani did more Shohei Ohtani things. The dude just can't be stopped. Getting the win against the San Diego Padres. Ohtani, a sub-1 ERA, a 73 ERA in 2026, and was pretty fantastic again last night. Addie, is there any way to stop Shohei Ohtani?
See,
Please?
When you give the guy a break, let him recoup, let him rethink. Look, he comes back better than ever against the Padres, which is a competitive team, obviously, and kind of a rival, one of their rivals between that and the Giants. But yes, he's back. Everybody should be scared. Even some of the Dodgers players, I would be scared. I would be scared. Everybody should be scared.
It's a good segue. This is a good segue. Are you scared of Aaron Rodgers? Ooh.
No. I think that we have the better version of Aaron Rodgers. If we're going to talk about consumption of substances and stuff, I think Curtis could outduel. I think Curtis has the upper hand there. Right, Curtis?
In the meat.
Yeah, in the meat.
Curtis, thoughts on ayahuasca?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know if I would mess with that, to be honest. It's a little too much for me.
Oh. It's a little too much for Curtis, but not for Aaron Rodgers. Retired guy. Let's do it. Aaron Rodgers is retiring. Yeah, what you got? Come on, get it. Don't. I saw the little breath you took. What do you want?
I think that Curtis could be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers could be the board op for the Drake Toll Show. Hot take.
Do they allow substance the Cumulus Building in Westwood, in Santa Monica? Where are you again? Culver City? Yeah, do they allow substances over there, Kurt?
I don't know. I'm breathing in some smoke right now just from the atmosphere, so they can't complain. There's no one here to check, though.
I love how every time Curtis talks, his face gets all red because he's pressing some button to talk, and then it makes him just like, and that's the thing that I like about Curtis, okay?
Anyway.
It sounds like one of those old portable cassette players when you... Every time Curtis wants to talk, it's that...
Curtis has an
Come on, do
actual
it, Curtis.
board.
Come on, show him. Come on, show the people. Come on, Curtis. That's great. Aaron Rodgers is retiring at the end of 2026. I'm going to tell you this. I'll slow it down for a little bit. I'll slow it down for all of you for a bit. Aaron Rodgers is retiring, and we shouldn't care. Yes, undoubted Hall of Famer. Yes, the dying breed of the Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, that era of quarterback. Yeah, Eli Manning, throw him in. He won 2 Super Bowls. He's the last of the dying breed. But Rodgers is going on a farewell tour, and he's not going to be able to score 60 or 70. He's not going to hit 40 home runs. Rodgers' swan song is not going to be this epic, wow, can't believe we got to... He is just the old dog. He's not this John Elway who wins a Super Bowl there at the end. He is the old dog who's going to finish the year 7-10, miss the postseason, and the Rodgers thing is over. You know what it would have been like if Rodgers had retired around the same time as a Roethlisberger, if Rodgers had hung it up the same time as a Breeze and said, hey, I'm just not, this is not how you, the fans, should see me anymore. I can go home. I can do my ayahuasca. I can rip those drugs, put them in my system at any point in time, and not have to go to work anymore. Then we have great memories of Aaron Rodgers as an NFL quarterback at the highest level, as one of the best in the league. And Aaron Rodgers can take time off, go to Cancun, and do whatever drugs he wants. Instead, he's marred himself in controversy. And here's why I think he'll be a non-factor in the NFL next season. Actually, no, I said controversy, but let's go there first. He is going to be a non-factor. Or flip it around there. He will not be a factor in the National Football League. This is the guy who grabbed headlines in 2021 for the COVID-19 immunized scandal. And that's where the general public caught this, Aaron Rodgers is an interesting character. Before that 2021 season, when reporters asked him if he'd been vaccinated against COVID-19, Rodgers confidently replied, yeah, I've been immunized. What? He tested positive November 2021 for the virus. Truth emerged. He had not received the vaccine, but instead pursued an alternative homeopathic protocol, immunization. And people started looking around saying, wait a second, so we asked Aaron Rodgers if he got the shot, which if he didn't, I mean, you're you, dog. You can not get the shot. This isn't a COVID-19 shot conversation. It's just, hey, they asked him, did you get the shot? I've been immunized. And I was taking shots from the front and the back. And then it turns out, it's like, okay, you didn't take any FDA-approved vaccine. You did your own thing? Your, like, homemade COVID-19 prevention kit? What?
What?
That's where the controversy started to really unfold. His intellectual curiosity then started to veer into the controversial fringe territory. DeShone Kizer, remember him, former Packers backup, revealed that during their first quarterback meeting together, Rodgers opened the conversation by asking, do you believe in 9/11? And urged him to read up on alternative government theories. Even more damaging was a bombshell CNN report revealing Rodgers had privately questioned the legitimacy of, the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting? Allegedly, that never happened, and Rodgers later vehemently denied ever making those statements. Like, it's just, I didn't say any of that. Okay, I hope so. I didn't ask if he believed in 9/11. Okay. Good. It's just kind of weird that people would bring these accusations about Rodgers, and then America's the point where, like, oh, that's the guy who lied? Well, didn't lie, but was really weird about the COVID deal, and then had a homemade vaccine? So it kind of, if the shoe fits, right? At some point you start to ask these questions. Public feud, defamation with Jimmy Kimmel. 2024, Pat McAfee show. Rodgers went on there and suggested Kimmel's name was going to appear in the Epstein files, the Epstein flight logs, and stating that Kimmel hopes that those don't come out. His darkness retreats. Remember, he credited his MVP titles, 2020 and 2021. It wasn't that long ago that Rodgers was at the top of his game due to ayahuasca, psychoactive plant medicine that he would fly to Peru and take. And then there's the whole, like, family estrangement stuff. Controversy. Cut off communication around 2014 from his parents and brothers. Even Jordan Rodgers. Remember the Vanderbilt quarterback, Bachelorette winner? Yeah, Jordan Rodgers. And his brother publicly blasted Aaron on social media for donating money to California wildfire relief while entirely ignoring his own family's safety. Like, hey, dog, we're in the fire. We could use that. All those controversies have become Aaron Rodgers' legacy late in his career. When you turn your TV on, when you turn the radio on, and they're discussing Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, they're not saying, oh, the MVP Aaron, oh, the Hall of Famer Aaron, oh, the Aaron Rodgers. No, they're talking about Aaron Rodgers, this controversial figure who's waving keys in front of the Steelers franchise, who's held a franchise hostage. That Aaron Rodgers. And at OTAs, officially, he said, I'm done. Here's the audio of him saying, this is it. It's like the shortest audio. It's just Aaron Rodgers saying, this is it.
Aaron, do you believe this could be your last year? Do you even think of that right now?
Yes. This is it, yeah.
That's it. That was the whole thing. Hey, Aaron, are you going to this is it. I'm done. Next question. Here is Rodgers in a presser about having doubts on even coming back for the. Did you think, Aaron, you were going to hang it up and just be done this season?
Yeah, there was some doubt for sure, but I had good conversations with Mike going back to when he was hired, and yeah, it's nice to come back. I mean, it felt different than last year because I knew some of the guys and some of the people that work here and stuff, so it felt good coming in.
And then Mike McCarthy, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, also met with the media this week and said, you know what, probably better for us as a franchise that the quarterback we sold out for returned to the franchise.
You know, everybody was extremely excited when the decision became official. So I think that speaks for itself and speaks volumes of what he's established just in his short time here with his decision. It's there was a lot of conversation that went on, particularly the last 5 or 6 weeks, and but being here for OTAs is it's, in my view, is what I was looking for and what he was looking for, and we'll get the work done that we need to get done.
Rodgers, 42 years old, stationary target, 10.7% sack rate on third downs. That's the 10th highest in the NFL. He's immobilized. He's vulnerable against any elite pass rush. Hello, Houston Texans. I watched that playoff game. The AFC is loaded with those. His division is loaded with those. Physical wear and tear. The Achilles injury, remember that? During the back half of last season, missing time after breaking a couple bones. Left wrist, right? It was his wrist, yeah. And 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, over 3,000 yards was good. Those are the same numbers as Jacoby Brissett. And while Mike McCarthy in that system will give Aaron Rodgers a comfort zone, the structural reality of this Steelers roster is not a good reality for Rodgers. And them allowing him the leeway to make this decision whenever he wanted to, and then come back and say, hey, I'm here, but I'm going to retire at the end of the season, is just not good for anybody involved. It has led the Steelers to delaying their competition for a year, their ability to actually compete in the AFC. Delayed that for a year. And for Rodgers, it's let him know you can do whatever you want, and we don't care. The same Rodgers who was immunized, was immunization protocol against COVID-19 is homemade. The same Rodgers who does believe that Sandy Hook and 9/11 happened. He does believe that. Same Rodgers who wanted a defamation suit with Jimmy Kimmel. The same Aaron Rodgers who would go on psychedelic darkness retreats with his ayahuasca to help him win MVPs. The same Rodgers who won't talk to his family and has a wife who is the ex-girlfriend of Manti Te'o. That Rodgers you want as your starting quarterback. Weird, man. Some pro athletes have done some bad things, some strange things, some terrible things. But if they retire at the top, if they retire when it makes sense, you don't really talk about that. You're just like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that guy. He's really good. He was awesome. Rodgers has overstayed his welcome, and it's showing. When we come back, our biggest losers of the day. Good segue. This is Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. This is the Drake Toll Show.
trucking, got my chips cashed in. Keep trucking, like the doodah man. Together, more or less in line. Just keep trucking on.
Arrows of neon and flashing marquees out on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's all on the same street. A typical city involved in a typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings.
Dallas, got a soft machine. Houston, too close to New Orleans. New York, got the ways and means and just won't let you be.
Most of the cats that you meet on the street speak of true love. Most of the time they're sitting and crying at home. One of these days they know they gotta get going. Out of the door and down to the street all alone.
Trucking like a doodah man once told me you got to play your hand. Sometimes the cards ain't worth a dime if you don't lay 'em down. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been.
What in the world ever became of Sweet Jane? She lost her sparkle, you know she isn't the same. Living on Reds, vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is ain't it a shame.
Looking up the buffalo, been thinking you got to mellow slow. It takes time to pick a place to go and just keep trucking on.
Sitting and staring out of the hotel window. Got a tip they're gonna kick the door in again. I'd like to get some sleep before I travel. But if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in.
Busted down on Bourbon Street. Set up like a bowling pin. Knocked down, it gets to wearing thin. It just won't let you be.
You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. Get tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess I can't revoke your soul for trying. Get out of the door, light out and look all around.
Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones and get back trucking. Home, 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 home.
It's
With
the
the
Drake
meat.
Toll Show. Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. Addie Bates produces. Curtis Poindexter runs the board. You can listen to the entirety of the Drake Toll Show on the Westwood One Sports app. You can call or text the show 310-840-4910. 310-840-4910. Addie, I woke up this morning. Miracle. I woke up this morning and looked outside, and I was stunned to see
A bee?
well, it's the same thing. No, not a bee. I did see a bee at dinner last night. It was doing the thing. Addie, I woke up this morning stunned to see out my backyard can you guess? I'll
Raccoon.
give you one guess.
Raccoon.
No.
Big gooner.
I don't care.
No, that's me. I was stunned to see a pollen because pollen season is here, but a dirty car doesn't have to be. Wash it away at Tidal Wave Auto Spa for a quick wash and that clean car happy feeling. Find a location at TidalWaveAutospa.com, TidalWaveAutospa.com. It is time for our biggest losers of the day. Biggest loser of the day, Americans? This comes from the GOP Vice Chair Blake Moore. You decide.
You honor sacrifice not just with words, but with action. And that's where a clear contrast is. Our Republican priority will always be to be putting government ahead of Americans.
What?
Oh. I hope that is not the case. I would like to be put first, please. I don't want to keep paying for gas. Luckily I'm gone 4 days out of the week on the weekends to faraway lands, fighting the great battle of Banana Ball. I don't really have to have gas.
Bananas.
Ubers are getting more expensive, and all of the Waymos have congregated in Atlanta, Georgia, so I can't really take those anymore.
Did you see the Waymo who drove directly into the flood? The Waymo who went to the flood? I just said that.
I did.
Interesting, proceed.
He just like me first.
The Waymo guys were like, all right, time out, everybody. Hold on. We got to go back and fix the Waymos. The Waymos are not going well.
They
So
can't
they're-
explode into
they're in-
flames if they're underwater, though.
That's a good point. It would neutralize the flames. I thought Teslas exploded into flames. I don't know if Waymos have gotten there yet. Are Waymos battery powered? They can't be gas, right?
I'm pretty sure they're battery powered. So they could any moment. They could any moment.
Here in LA, people set them on fire, apparently.
Yes. Protest. Note to self, put Americans first, please. Idiot of the day, coming up later. In the meantime, biggest loser, anyone who watches Survivor? Addie, do you want to take this one? Because I'm a bit confused, but I like where we're going with this.
So I do not watch Survivor. I know of it. I know the premise of it.
Okay. Sorry
but
for accusing you. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Just the dumb woman on the show, but I don't watch Survivor.
True.
Well, the only woman on the show. So if we were going to we ranked the smartest versus the dumbest women on the show,
both.
I have very bad news for you.
I'm both. Well, no, Big Sin's on here sometimes. But so they accidentally let something leak, said something they weren't supposed to. I don't know. Here's what happened last night.
Rizzo, you become the final member of our jury. Take a spot over here. This is it. These are the people. Their games fell a little short, but this is the group that is going to figure out what just happened.
They didn't show the fire.
Fire hasn't happened yet. Huh?
The fire hasn't happened yet.
Keep going. I'm not even sure what's happened, but up next, we're going to have one final surprise for the players, and this surprise they like. This is going to be interesting.
So he announced the final four, whatever, for something that
Yeah.
hasn't even happened yet. He just accidentally leaked what was gonna happen.
You like his gaslighting to break, though.
He's like, "What just happened?" That would be me, honestly. I'd do that.
Jeff Probst live TV Survivor 50 finale prematurely, that's never good, announced Rizzo's loss in the Final Four fire-making challenge before any footage of the event aired. Probst addresses the jury and contestants, leading to visible confusion. Cast members note that fire-making hadn't been broadcast yet. The clip has sparked engagement. People mocking production, the error, debating the impact on the live viewing experience. So I guess it was, hey, portions of Survivor are pre-taped, and during the live event, they Biggest Loser told her, can someone give me the premise of Survivor? How are they on the 50th season? There's no way we've had 50 years of Survivor. This is what we do. We tell you, you can text me, 310-840-4910. Just text me. Got my phone ready to go. 310-840-4910. What the hell is Survivor? That's the question of the day. I get The Bachelorette. That makes sense to me. I have that one down. I don't know if you're right.
I don't
Biggest
watch
losers
Survivor.
of the day.
I don't know.
I've never been to Obituaries.
What?
Biggest losers of the day. Former Georgia football players. Oh, that's right. Eagles edge Nolan Smith was arrested last Friday in Georgia for reckless driving and speeding. He was reportedly clocked at going 137 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone per Eagle Times.
It's just like me for real.
Moneyball scene. It's the Moneyball scene of, okay, he's the greatest defensive football player of all time. His only defect is car-like go fast. Yesterday, we talked about Rashee Rice, who is in jail now because he drove car too fast, wrecked it into other cars, and then fled the scene, sprinted away from the scene. Bad. Don't do that. If you drive a car 130 miles an hour and wreck it, you got to get out there and make sure everybody's okay. There are layers to this. Don't drive your car 130 miles an hour. In this scenario, Addy, we once again have a Georgia football player who liked to go fast.
Here we go again.
You can take the player out of Georgia. You can't take the Georgia out of the player. It's just what's going to happen.
Got that dog in him, you know?
Biggest losers of the day. My parents originally, my mom, maybe it's my dad, I don't know, wanted to name me Tad. And
Tad
do
Toll?
you know what my last name is?
Tadpole.
Look at this little kid. He's got a weird speech impediment. He keeps saying Tadpole.
One day you'll become a frog.
That's a good point. With frog culture developing, it wouldn't have been a bad name. Tadpole. Tadpole is just tough. You're not getting around that one in middle school. You're going to be bullied into oblivion, and I already was. So it's good that
Bully him.
add fuel to that fire. Yeah, where's my middle school bully now? They all have like a house and a wife and 3 kids. So who's the real?
Do they have a boat?
Today? That's a good point. Me and my electric shed.
Wi-Fi hotspot that doesn't work.
I'm reading this one for the first time. Wanted this to be a surprise. Hopefully not Drake Toll. Yeah, already got one of those in there. We have activated the live fan feedback. 310-840-4910. And some listeners are asking to work in different words over the course of the 3-hour show. We'll see where they find themselves.
Just don't say that one word.
I didn't get a call yesterday, which I did get a call 2 weeks ago when I said that word that you can't say on the air, which is a word that I say all the time in person.
And on the air.
And on the air. I got a call from our boss who was like, hey, man, this is getting bad. I was like, I don't know what to do. You can't say but. Can you say but in front of it? There's no way, right?
What? No, you cannot. No,
you can't
no,
use the word
no.
but instead. Yeah.
No,
that's what
I think we need to, Drake. I'm gonna enroll you in like a community college, like comm law class. So rules of the FCC, the laws behind it, everything. I think that'll be good. I think Curtis and I will kind of act as your parents and enroll you in some college courses for that.
It's a 3-letter word, backside, starts with an A, and then there's a well. A well would be a hole in the ground. That's the word. Can't say it or you get fired. Learned that the hard way. Addy Bates produces. Curtis Poindexter runs the board. When we return, time for our obituaries. Who died today? And the quickie, it is the Drake Toll Show.
In the meat.
Our naked bodies go on trial just for laughing at the joke, just for saying of the bargain what any sales girl already knows. Most of us old men die at the firing line, just waiting for our number to be called. I guess time just makes fools of us all. Now the king regales his stepson when he's loaded as a gun. Says a real man is like a country. You need a map to find your one. Now I do you suppose you must approach the throne with its back up against the wall. I guess time just makes fools of us all. Minds of my generation, glad they conscripted in the war of defending any Goliath that would deign darken the door. Now with your genius for picking battles, it's no wonder every helmet is too small. I guess time just makes fools of us all. I guess time just makes fools of us all. My drink is watered down. The champ is on his knees. He lost the rematch. He lost the comeback. He lost the charity, but that's the job. It's what gets the asses in the hall. They came for a beating, and he came to brawl. Notice that of all the young gods I have known, yours is easily the least famous to turn down the cover of a Rolling Stone. Lily white faces, so familiar and yet impossible to recall. I guess time just makes fools of us all. After millennia of good times, God said, hey now, let's have a dream where we raise the stakes a little. Come on, let's make things interesting. Parachute into the Anthropocene, an amnesiac, a himbo Kendall. I guess time does make fools of us all.
It's the Drake Toll Show. Westwood One Sports, the Westwood One Sports app. They should have Bad Bunny do the Super Bowl halftime show. The one that I watched last year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. Bang, bang, dang, bang, diggy, diggy. Don't get me wrong. It was great. I thought lyrically, musically, I thought from a talent standpoint, it was good and the lineup was great. I was confused why they didn't do it at the actual game. They should look at Bad Bunny. Maybe try to draw an international audience. I still love that song. What is it? I just want to feed my truck and
hunt my
have
fish.
my beer and kill my fish and kiss my dog. Yeah. It's a good one. Good one. Which, again, all of those things, very legal. They're still allowing those today
Allegedly.
in America. I caught a trout yesterday. I went fishing and caught a trout. I took the boat. Did you know that you can boat up to Harbortown, the PGA course?
I live in D.C.
It doesn't change the PGA tournament that happens every year after the week after the
No,
Masters.
how would I know
Harbortown.
that I could take my boat that I don't have?
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
How did you get to trout? What were you?
Nachos, Lemonheads, my dad's boat.
We won't.
They have
go
trout
down.
now.
Yes, I know what.
Oh.
Yes, okay. I know what a trout is.
What do you? So can you explain the question?
Yeah, what were you? Is that what you were trying to fish for? Trout?
Honestly, I didn't know you could catch. And this may be my lack of knowledge because we never did this in Arkansas. Because there was the Red River, the Little Red River. You could catch trout in Arkansas, and we never used shrimp to catch trout. We haven't used shrimp. And I had a shrimp bait on yesterday and caught a trout in the Bull River.
What kind of trout was it?
Mike?
I was asking myself that as well. We have trout here.
Because usually their mouths are really small, so that's why usually when you're fishing
I know. It's a good size. It was a good size bait and a good size trout. Do you want? I can pull up from an ecology standpoint.
Send me the fish pic.
A trout map. Trout.
No, send me.
In
Did you take
Savannah.
a picture of it?
No, I'm a catch and release guy right now. Yeah. Speckled sea trout, Savannah, Georgia.
No, I'm just shocked.
Yeah. This is the guy. This is the exact guy. This is who it was. He was cool. He's a cool looking dude. I threw him right back. Peter's gonna love. Peter is gonna love to know that I threw him right back.
Except that you use shrimp, so they're also on your ass for that.
Shrimp. Okay, my bad. They were gonna get eaten in the wild anyway. Sorry. I've been learning a lot about Survivor in the last 9 minutes. Apparently, Addie, what do we have on 50 seasons?
Yes, we've had some people text in to let us know. So they do 2 seasons within a calendar year. So it's been 25 years. So it's the 50th season, but I guess the 25th year of Survivor. So it hasn't been going on for 50 years. Sorry that we are all Survivor idiots, but everybody was very nice in the text. I mean, we got quite a bit of text saying, hey, this is how it works.
So what season is Jackson Olsen on? Which Survivor season is Jackson Olsen on? How does that work?
I thought he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I might as well what's the difference at this point? Kidding. I realized, I love Righteous Gemstones. I like The Office. I watched all of Friends when I was a kid. I mean, I've seen TV show. Arrested Development is maybe the greatest TV show of all time. Well, the funniest TV show of all time. Love Arrested Development, the first couple seasons. And I thought, if somebody's on a radio show, and they're like, Arrested Development, what's that guy's name? Boob? No, it's Bluth. It's Bluth. I would want a way to text in. I would want a way to chime in on this. And that's why we open the phone lines, 310-840-4910. 310-840-4910. It's time for our Obituary. You know what? Alive today. Resurrected. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Resurrected today. The career of Jeff Prost, the host of Survivor. We shared the clip earlier where he revealed to America that Rizzo had lost the Final Four fire making. He revealed it before they even showed it on television. He on live TV. He let that one slip and then had to recover when the commercials came back. They were back on Prost. What did he say? Tried to ease the mind of the American people.
Okay. All right, so I love doing live television. So in case you're confused, this is what happened. We were going to show you fire making and then have the loser of fire making, Rizzo, come out and talk about how charming he is, and if he had practiced fire making, maybe he would have won. Instead, we did a Survivor twist. It's the last twist of the season. We called it a peek into the future. So now we're going to watch Rizzo lose in fire to Jonathan. Roll it, Joe.
Eddie, it's pretty good recovery. I'll give it to you. It's pretty good recovery.
I still don't buy it.
What?
I don't buy it. We need someone to investigate that. I don't. It still seems a little fishy. Little fishy.
Oh my goodness.
Curtis, sniff that one out for us, please. Jeez.
Stop. You take it. You're the one that called for this. You paint the picture.
Trouble on Survivor. Oh no! Idiot of the day reveals what actually happened. What? Who can save them? Who can figure out what happened? Curtis? Go up there, put your face in it, start sniffing fire. Put your face in the fire and sniff it, Curtis. Yep, there it is. Oh, baby, you stink.
Oh, Blip. Yes, Nitro. Us and our trusty buddy Curtis. What do you think Blip and Nitro do in their off time? Do you think Blip and Nitro are...
Touch yourself.
Getting it on?
In the meat.
Are we not Blip and Nitro?
No, we're not Blip and Nitro. What? You thought we were Blip and Nitro the entire time? No, in this world,
Yeah,
Blip
you
and
give
Nitro
off.
are animated.
No, you give off Blip vibes. You give off Blip, and I give off Nitro vibes.
No, in this animated world, Blip and Nitro are the superheroes, and
Yeah,
Curtis is their trusty steed. He is the only thing in the show.
Steed? You get ridden on?
He's the only thing in the show that's not animated, and he's nonverbal. He can only sniff, but he's a damn good sniffer.
I imagine
He helps
being like
him solve
Donkey from
cases.
Shrek. Steed.
Well,
My
Donkey
noble
can talk,
steed.
so that's going to be a problem.
I'm a steed.
Curtis cannot in this world.
Interesting, per se.
It's just the fact that if we took the cumulative words that Curtis uses over the course of a show, it's, let's say, 250. And 175 of those are not from his own mouth. They're in the meat. It's just, none of them are him. Dead today. The judge in the Brendan Sorsby Texas Tech case. May 19th on 3 tweets. Column. Judge Philip Hayes has a bachelor's degree and law degree from Texas Tech. Now he decides Brendan Sorsby's future. Can Sorsby win? Then on 3 tweets on May 20th, new Judge Philip Hayes has recused himself in the Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby lawsuit versus the NCAA. Pete Nakos confirms. Addie, sometimes I gamble because I have to for my mental health. That's all Brendan Sorsby was doing. Said hashtag free my boy. Hashtag free Sorsby. Hashtag.
I think I have a different opinion on this whole case in general.
All right, we got about a minute. What do you got? Hit me with it.
I think that he is at the age, and I mean, I can also say that I am, like, we're really impressionable. We're very young. You put different stuff out there, you know, like, hey, don't do this, or you put it all on the TV, you put it everywhere, you put the ads, you put it, this is sponsored by DraftKings, do this, get this same bet. You place $100, you can get up to $250 in bonus bets. You can do all this and that and this and that. It's like drinking and drugs. Like, just put it right in front of them. Like, oh, look at this. Look how cool it is. It'll make you feel really cool. Like, I feel bad for the guy, honestly. Like, that is very sad. It's honestly really sad that he actually is falling this hard for addiction.
Are you saying that drinking and drugs are not cool? We should take a stance as a show. Yeah, we should all be on the same page on this one.
No, but I mean, it's addictive. Gambling's addictive. And whenever we're in sports and we're saying, oh, you're going to get in trouble for doing this, yet if you go, all right, and we'll be right back after the 2-minute warning. DraftKings, sponsored blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, it's everywhere in sports, and then we're going to punish these athletes. We're going to feed it to them, and then we're going to punish them for doing exactly what we put right in front of them.
Yeah. I just don't gamble like that. It's the fact he did it 10,000 times. Like, I've probably placed 10,000 bets in my life, for sure. But they're all on college football, college basketball. Like, I don't bet on the NBA. I don't bet on the MLB.
How many beers do you think you've had in your lifetime?
Ooh, yeah. Over. Take the over. Take the over.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, they're waving it in my face. They're after the 2-minute warning. Brought to you by Miller Lite. I'm like, I should get another one. You're right. Brought to you by DoorDash. Me just on my little phone, getting my slop food. Going to Chewy's on DoorDash. Steak, quesadilla, steak, and cheese only. Gringo. Those are our obituaries today. It's time for the quickie. Top 5 headlines in all sports. Addie Bates reads them. Drake Toll responds.
Oklahoma City shows no panic. Ties series behind SGA's 30.
7:20 Eastern time today. We're going to uncover the highlights from this one. Coaches' press conferences. SGA being an ass. Full stop. Just ass to his teammates post game.
Good.
If Oklahoma City again, I tried to tell you all a couple days ago. Yesterday, it's like how do I continue to say Oklahoma City is the best team in the NBA, but they keep losing to the Spurs. So at what point are the Spurs the best team in the NBA? I think we saw last night an example of what I mean. That when Oklahoma City plays just their game, a tactical run-of-the-mill Oklahoma City basketball, didn't play overly well, didn't play terrible. Just this is Oklahoma City basketball. They are too deep and too stout. You need a Herculean performance from a Victor Wembanyama to beat them. Wemby didn't do that. Isaiah Hartenstein was great defensively, and Oklahoma City gets the win. It's a minute.
This was a little crazy, but it's why I love postseason hockey. Golden Knights roll to an early lead, hold off Avs 4-2 to open Western Conference Final.
Yeah! Pavel Dorofeev. Watching him live a few weeks ago, he was great then. He has the league-leading 10 goals this postseason. And now the Vegas Golden Knights, who won on the road, have kicked this series off. I promise, if we get Las Vegas and Montreal in the Stanley Cup final, I will become insufferable. I have become death. Yes. We deserve the Avalanche. We deserve the Hurricanes in the NHL final, and we might not get that, which would be bad. I'm monitoring the situation. Good for the Knights. Good for the Knights. They looked really good last night. Physical and fast.
I would say if you have Knights versus Canadians, that's the equivalent of a Rangers D-backs World Series.
Absolutely, and it's bad for the sport. No, I understand why. I get like logo wise because the Knights are still so new in my brain. The Knights are 3 years old in my brain. They're 10 years old actually, right? Like at some point the newness has to wear off. They're the best team in hockey in the last decade.
No, yeah,
That's a wild thing to me.
But I'm just saying
bad.
this season.
Like,
I'm just saying this season.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing.
Like Panthers, Lightning, for sure. There are other examples, but the Knights are a top 3 at least, if not the best franchise of the last decade. That should make you uncomfortable. Do you know where your kids are?
Vegas. Here's your next headline. Ohtani returns to the lineup on a start day and hits a leadoff home run.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I love greatness. Said that multiple times. Sports Illustrated, cover athlete. We should get him on the swimsuit edition. Shohei Ohtani. His pitching is so stupid. The fact that the dude can go out and spin it for 5 innings, 6 innings, get the win, and hit a home run. We don't have that in our lifetime. We don't have anybody else that can do that. This is it. This is the guy. Granted, Madison Bumgarner, Tim Lincecum, don't know why I used 2 Giants, Bartolo Colon. Yes, there was a day where the pitchers would hit, but none of them were doing this. None of them were every day have to have you in the lineup guys. And now Ohtani is proving, hey, you got to have me in the lineup. I'm Shohei Ohtani. Valid. Good point, Shohei. You're right. That's a minute, and he's good. He's very, very good.
Or drawn back to LSU as an assistant on Lane Kiffin's staff.
Watch out, Pi Phi. Watch out, Alpha Phi. Watch out, Chi Omega. Tridelt. Watch out, Tridelt. 80 Pi. This is a dangerous combo. Lane Kiffin and Ed Orgeron at LSU. They'll be at Fred's, the legendary bar. Probably top 5 bar for me that I've been to in America. Fred's, Baton Rouge. They'll both be at Fred's. And they just really like Pi Phi. They love the logo. They love Greek letters. They love the colors. They would love to speak at your chapter meeting on Sunday.
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Yeah. Watch out. I'm missing a couple of pretty big sororities, but watch out, all of you. Congrats to Ed O. Guess who's back? Back again.
Here's your final headline. Joey Chestnut to defend hot dog title while on probation.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Rashi Rice is in jail right now. Do we know why Joey Chestnut got arrested?
He had a misdemeanor battery charge because he was accused of slapping a man in the face at a bar.
With a glizzy?
You know what? Dude's rock, man. If he's going to slap a dude in the face, the guy probably
was he helicoptering?
Joey Chestnut we're talking about. Did he helicopter him? Oh,
In the
did he
meat.
helicopter him?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
We'll give you some names. Ray Lewis. Ben Roethlisberger. Kobe Bryant. They got to compete, didn't they? And they had allegedly done far worse than slap a man in the face.
Free
Ray
Joey
Lewis.
Chestnut.
Tough one. Aaron Hernandez. Another example.
Ooh.
I don't think they let him play, did they? No. Probably a good thing in the end. Addy Bates produces. Curtis Poindexter runs the board. That's the Quickie. Those are the top 5 headlines in all of sports. Congratulations to Joey Chestnut on eating those hot dogs. Coming up, last night, the San Antonio Spurs fell to the Thunder. And there are some cracks in the foundation that are glaring. Here's why the Spurs might not be able to rally from a tied series. This is the Drake Toll Show.
tomorrow. Right ahead, right ahead. Make your mark upon the right for another one. Ashes tell tales, fire gives fade. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. She would waste night in struggle. No other shall there ever be. And what she is to love, listen, oh my brother, is as the wind to Mercury. Don't you play of a heartless town, or you'll be forced to flee. Don't you live in a soulless city, or you'll have to leave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't need no place of birth. Here the two come home. Many a night, were you ready for your bed? But your bed not ready for you. She would give up herself and ask not return eternity. Yeah, and when she'd offer, listen, oh my brother, is as the wind to Mercury.
It is the Drake Toll Show on Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. That must mean that I'm Drake Toll. Yeah, with you every morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning on the West Coast for those of you who are waking up to go to work quite early or to go to the gym. Good morning on the East Coast. Good morning to the LSU Zetas in Baton Rouge. Congratulations to Ed Orgeron on being hired by Lane Kiffin and that staff. You two guys are going to have a blast together in Tiger Country, Tiger Town. I think if I was to rank, again, I'm very anti Mount Rushmore or top fives or these silly little power rankings. I think it's just a way. I love drafting things. My friends and I get together on Tuesdays and draft things. That part, I like that. or ranking stuff. Nah, I don't need a Mount Rushmore. But I do have in my mind some of the best bars in America. Tiger Town Tavern, Clemson. Or He's Not There, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Fred's, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where Ed Orgeron and Lane Kiffin could certainly be found on the weekends, allegedly. Good morning. Westwood One Sports app is where you can go to listen to the entirety of the Drake Toll Show live, and you can find this show wherever you get your podcast each day. Last night, the San Antonio Spurs fell to the Oklahoma City Thunder in OKC. And the highlights from the contest begin with Jared McCain. I want you to hear the crowd. At the end of the third quarter, it's the last shot of that period, going into the fourth, when McCain buries a three to give the Thunder an 8-point lead. It kept their kind of arm's length distance throughout the contest, an 8-point lead going into the final frame.
We know that he's got 10, but the quarter end with us. McCain pulls three. Got it all!
Hear that crowd? Pretty loud, huh? Problem is, the deeper we go into the fourth quarter, the more the Spurs kept really hanging around. Victor Wembanyama, 90 seconds to go. You know that name. You heard the crowd there. They go nuts. That shot going into the fourth quarter, 8-point lead. And then it's just kind of this ebb and flow. Thunder up by 8. Spurs cut it to 5. Thunder up by 8. Spurs cut it to 4. Thunder up by 6. And Wembanyama, 90 seconds remaining in the game, keeps the Spurs right where they need to. I want you to listen to the crowd. Keeps the Spurs right where they want to be and silences Oklahoma City.
We're going to go a long way here for the Spurs. Wemby to the basket. 5-point game. Minute 25 to go.
Everything's silent. 5-point game, minute 25 to go. But then with under a minute to go, 118-113. Thunder ahead. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I told you yesterday on this show that SGA's mid-range would be the difference if the Thunder won the game. Here's the deal. The least efficient shot in basketball is the mid-range. At 17 feet, I've got a way worse chance of putting it in the bucket than I do from 3 or 4 feet out. Layups are great. Dunks are great. Three-pointers are worth 3 points. So while they may not be as high percentage, you may shoot 43% from mid-range and 38% from three. So by virtue of the shots you're taking in an NBA season, you would want that mid-range because consider that, the mid-range is a higher percentage shot. But you get one less point for it. So if you really want to maximize scoring, you're shooting threes and layups. Layups and threes. The mid-range is not your friend unless your name is SGA. Step back, mid-range, dagger with under a minute to go.
McCain waiting. The action begins as the clock hits 10. Gilgeous-Alexander on the attack. Pulls back and hits.
And this. Yeah, that was good. There's the crowd. There's Oklahoma City. This is courtesy of NBC and Peacock. Mike Tirico on the call. Here's the final call. I thought that Tirico did a really good job with this, letting the crowd carry it, because the Thunder after game one, not necessarily must win, right? Because the series still goes. Spurs have to win 4 of them. But if San Antonio took 2 from OKC in OKC, that was going to be bad. But they didn't. The Thunder came back, and the crowd, you could tell the crowd behind OKC was a factor in this. So Mike Tirico allowed the crowd to make the final call.
Fans will count it down. Champs, even the series.
Oklahoma City needed that. Now, how did it happen? Gave you the highlights, SGA, Wembanyama, Jared McCain. Well, the Spurs are banged up. So are the Thunder. Thunder lost Jalen Williams. J-Dub, that is, the better of the two Jalen Williamses that they have. The Spurs lost Dylan Harper to injury, and his status is unclear. De'Aaron Fox did not play last night. His status is still unclear. Mitch Johnson, the Spurs head coach, saying that he hopes it's an ankle thing, and Fox has been dealing with it all season long, and they're just not sure. They just don't know how much he can give when he can give it. And last night, the real catalyst, those injuries, part of it, was your team's ability to step up. Who's the next guy? That's going to determine the winner of this game and maybe the winner of this series is, hey, we know both teams are banged up. Both teams are hurt. Who's the random dude that you didn't expect to be the X factor who now is the X factor? For San Antonio, Dylan Harper tried to step into that role in game one. Dylan Harper got hurt last night. Last night, Stephon Castle, 25 points, 10 for 17. 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. You would think it was Stephon Castle that would give the Spurs the win. But he had 9 turnovers. Oklahoma City as a team had 9 turnovers. Do you hear that? For what Stephon Castle did offensively, he also gave the ball away a lot. 9 turnovers. Wemby had 4 turnovers. And on a night where Wembanyama, 21 points, 17 boards, 8 for 16 shooting. 21 points is not going to win you the game against Oklahoma City. You need the certified takeover card, the star, to step up. Why didn't Wembanyama have the output he was used to? Well, it's because Isaiah Hartenstein. Who? Yeah, you know Isaiah Hartenstein. He's been in the league for 10 years now. He started game 1, only played 12 minutes for OKC. And the Thunder were forced to, put Hartenstein out there. Chet Holmslice, not going to be able to guard Wemby. It's not going to work. Chet's not going to work on Wemby. We need Isaiah Hartenstein to be physical and hope it works. And he was the difference. 27 minutes last night. He was the difference defensively against Victor Wembanyama to neutralize the Spurs. Mark Daigneault, the head coach of the Thunder, said, look, Isaiah Hartenstein had to play last night. Here is Mark post-game.
On the glass, score top screen, and all that kind of stuff. I think he did what he does. I don't think it was specific to Wembanyama. He played his game tonight, and that's a physical brand that you have to deal with around the basket. I think the offensive rebounding is a huge thing, that there's great gravity to that as well, I just thought, again, he had great professionalism. I grabbed him yesterday to tell him he didn't start out at halftime, so I wanted to grab him yesterday, tell him he was starting on Wembanyama so that he would go to bed last night with that in mind. And I said, I didn't feel great about you playing 12 minutes last night. And he said, I'll do whatever the team needs me to do. Even with me almost, telling him that I was not loving how that felt. So I thought it was the right thing in the moment, but tonight I thought the right thing was rolling with him a little longer.
And that was the right thing, to roll with Isaiah Hartenstein a little bit longer against Victor Wembanyama. Hartenstein's defense, SGA's offense. The bench, scoring from the bench for San Antonio was dismal, 25 points. Thunder had 57 points from the bench. They had 34 from Cason Wallace, Jared McCain, and A.J. Mitchell combined. And 23 from the other Jalen Williams and Alex Caruso. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30 pieces not going to hurt you. 30 points, 12 for 24 shooting, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 4 assists, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. What I found weird, though, is SGA postgame was kind of mean to his own team. Shades of Michael Jordan, the quotes, the style, the intensity. No one was safe from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander last night. Here's him on NBC on the court immediately after the game when asked about Isaiah Hartenstein guarding Victor Wembanyama.
You all made a pivot defensively, hard on Wemby. What kind of impact did Isaiah have tonight?
I'm not sure if it was good, to be honest. Yeah.
Break that down for me.
Say again?
Break that down for me. Why was his impact not good?
It was all right. It was good. It was good.
Huh. One of your teammates neutralized Victor Wembanyama, and your response is, I don't think it was that good. Michael Jordan, welcome back. Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, that edge of jobs not finished, welcome back. Mid-game, SGA was even yelling at Jared McCain. McCain was calling for the ball, while SGA took a pull-up mid-range jumper. Buries the jumper, looks at McCain, and tells him to shut up. Here is SGA post-game on his interaction with his teammate McCain.
And their pullback to get to 30 points on the night.
SGA getting to his pad mid, going left, stop on a dime, pull up. Everybody calm down. Calm the you-know-what down. The MVP is here.
Yeah, calm the F down. Shea would go on to say that Jared was yelling at me while I was shooting. I was like, bro, I'm shooting. Don't distract me. That's an intense Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That is a different Shea Gilgeous-Alexander than the goofy guy who says stuff at the podium and wears funny things. SGA is a certified star. You know that. Back-to-back MVPs. But the intensity with which he carries himself makes it even more deadly. Finally, post-game last night, Spurs head coach Mitch Johnson had the right approach, had a good approach to the high stakes, the injuries, Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox. He likened it to when he coached 9-year-olds. And I didn't mind this from Mitch Johnson. Take a listen.
You know, there's stakes on the line and the amount of eyes that are watching to see who's going to step into those moments. But I think I just continue to try to make it more about the game, that it's been the same thing when I was coaching 9-year-olds and trying to get them to do the same thing.
Was there ever a moment coaching 9-year-olds that was as intense as game one?
I mean, the parents are worse.
Was there ever a moment coaching 9-year-olds that was this intense? Well, the parents were worse. Mitch Johnson, head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. Thunder get it done. Final score, 122-113. The series will flip to San Antonio tomorrow night. Oh. A couple of players were interviewed and asked about the series. Like, I don't see the Thunder and Spurs as a rivalry. What are you talking about? Of course they are. Is it 2011, 2012 that the Thunder went to the NBA Finals by knocking off the Spurs, rallying in a series and knock off the Spurs? Thunder Spurs are totally a rivalry. When both organizations are good, the NBA might frown upon it because they're not the biggest markets. But it's pretty cool for a basketball fan to see. When we return, Aaron Rodgers is retiring at the end of the season. Does he deserve a farewell tour? I don't think so. This is Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app, sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. This is the Drake Toll Show.
Summer's here.
She lives for me, says she lives for me, ovation. Who will motivation? She comes round and she goes down on me. And I make you smile like a drug for you. Do ever what you wanna do, coming over you. Keep on smiling what we go through. One stop to the rhythm that defines you. And I speak to you like the chorus to the verse. Drop another line like a coda with the curse. Coming like a freak show takes the stage. We give them the game, she plays, she say, I want something else to get me through this. Send me some kind of dress, I must confess, those little red panties, they pass the test. Let's look around the belly, face down on the mattress, one. And you hold me, and we are broken. Still excited, I wanna feel just a little now. Feel myself heavy off the ground. I'm scared, I'm not coming down. No, no, and I won't run from my life. She's got the toss now locked down in a smile, but nothing is alright, alright. I want something else to get me through this life, baby. I want something else. Not listening when you say
In the meat.
Good morning. It is the Drake Toll Show. Westwood One Sports, the Westwood One Sports app. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, Big Dan. It's all about the money, boys. Don't. Money. I'll take show cards. Whatever you got in the hole. Oh, brother, where art thou? Cohen brothers. The George Clooney, John Turturro, Tim Blake Nelson. I don't get it, Big Dan. I don't understand how Aaron Rodgers gets a farewell tour, or why Aaron Rodgers gets a farewell tour. He wants one. He wants one more year in the NFL, and he's made it clear that this is the goodbye, the crescendo of a Hall of Fame career. No, I don't think anyone can argue it. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer. Aaron Rodgers, kind of a weird guy. The Pittsburgh Steelers season, their schedule is out. They'll play the Atlanta Falcons at home. Atlanta might be revived under Kevin Stefanski. They'll play at New England. And here's where the questions begin. I got to game 2 and questions begin. Will the Patriots do a video Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor the career of Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback, MVP, and Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers. They did that for Kobe, for Miguel Cabrera, did it for Derek Jeter. The farewell tour guys that you're like, yeah, okay, that guy deserves a farewell tour. Cabrera has multiple, I mean, his longevity was stunning in Major League Baseball. Beloved. Big Papi retired. Beloved. Statistics that will stand the test of time. Jeter, the captain. His seemed a little overblown, didn't it? It was a lot to handle for me. Some guys get farewell tours because they transcend sports. Kobe transcended sports. LeBron will get a farewell tour next year, the same year as Aaron Rodgers, because LeBron transcended sports. What do we do for Aaron Rodgers when he's playing at New England in week 2, or playing at Cleveland, or at Tampa? He'll play in Cincinnati, division play. Go to Philadelphia and Jacksonville and Tennessee and Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, playing his final regular season game, we ask that all Ravens fans turn your attention to the video board as we pay homage to the career of Aaron Rodgers. Hell no! The first clip comes up. It's him throwing, a 70-yard Hail Mary that one time to beat the Lions. And the next clip is Aaron Rodgers in a press conference saying, I'm immunized against COVID-19. Turns out it wasn't the vaccine, which, okay. Hey, if you don't want to take the vaccine, that you can do that. You're good. Like, it's free country. Free country. But then to handle it the way Rodgers did in the media, like, I have my own homemade remedy. Oh. And then the third highlight comes on. We're in Baltimore. We're to the life and career of Aaron Rodgers. To Aaron Rodgers, who may or may not have doubted 9/11 and Sandy Hook. Like, what? Now we're really starting to ask questions. Did this guy deserve a video? Should we be playing this video right now? CNN, they're the ones who released that article, revealing allegedly that Rodgers had privately questioned the legitimacy of Sandy Hook. Or Deshaun Kaiser saying that Rodgers opened conversations by asking, do you believe in 9/11? I don't believe in... You ask questions about, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in Bigfoot? Do you believe in the Hat Man, the guy who visits me when I take 3 Benadryl? You don't ask, do you believe in 9/11? And Rodgers would, fans, we would like it to be noted that Aaron Rodgers did claim that he did not say these things. And the fourth clip rolls on the Aaron Rodgers retirement highlight reel. Fans, we take you back to 2024 when Rodgers publicly led a defamation battle with Jimmy Kimmel, sparking from the Pat McAfee show, explicitly suggesting Kimmel's name was going to appear in the Epstein files. What? Okay, now I'm getting concerned with the retirement video the Ravens are playing to honor the career of Aaron Rodgers. Oh, but it's not done. And fans, before he retires, we remind you, during MVP titles in 2020 and 2021, of Rodgers' use of ayahuasca. After multiple off-season trips to Peru during darkness retreats for multiple days, Rodgers would contemplate his football future and use the hard drug to take a trip to worlds unknown. Okay, surely that's the last one, right? Surely that's the end of the highlight reel. We've honored him enough. The ceremony can be over, right? And one more time for Aaron Rodgers, the man deeply rooted in family estrangement, who will not talk to his parents or his brother, and his wife, who no one's ever seen before, is the ex-girlfriend of Manti Te'o. Fans, one more time to the MVP, Aaron Rodgers. What? You played the clip of the Hail Mary against the Lions, and then you just told me that he was taking homemade vaccinations, and that he allegedly doubted Sandy Hook and 9/11, and that he doesn't talk to his family and his wife may not exist, and that he does darkness retreats in Peru and wanted to sue Jimmy Kimmel, claiming that Kimmel was on the Epstein files? Yes, that Aaron Rodgers is asking you for your vote in his farewell tour. Okay. Huh. Now, Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers won the AFC North last year under more lenient circumstances, given the AFC North was falling apart at the seams. Major injuries in the division and leaning on Rodgers to be competitive. 24 touchdowns. It's not bad. Solid. 7 interceptions. Good. All right. Yeah, now we're talking. 3,000 yards. Yeah, okay. Those are the same numbers as Jacoby Brissett. The Steelers know they cannot compete with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. They cannot compete for the AFC title. They cannot compete for a Super Bowl. So why are they delaying the inevitable? Why are they letting Rodgers string them along? Why are they hiring a head coach with the hopes that Rodgers will stay? He posted an average target depth of 6.1 yards, dead last in the NFL. He can't even throw the ball far. The guy who used to be the guy who throws the ball far can't even throw the ball far. 23.5% of his passes traveled 10 or more yards. Last in the NFL, dead last in the league. No vertical arm talent, no willingness to push the ball downfield. 14.9% bad pass rating last year. His mechanical drop-off is what it is. When forced off his spot or required to make off-platform throws, accuracy, 14.9% bad pass percentage. 15 out of every 100 balls that he throws are bad passes, uncatchable. That's not good. That has nothing to do with defenders or guys dropping the ball. It has to do with you. His physical decline, his age, his ligaments, and this full circle nostalgia trap. He said he was ready to retire when Mike Tomlin stepped away because he was crying. I'm so sorry, coach. I didn't want you to get fired. Please. Then Mike McCarthy gets hired to babysit Aaron Rodgers. And what is Aaron Rodgers doing? He's coming back for a retirement tour. Fans, one more time for the conspiracy theorist. Darkness retreat. Family estranged man. Aaron Rodgers. No more NFL for QB 12, the real number 12. Addie Bates producing. Curtis Poindexter runs the board. You can listen to the entire show on the Westwood One Sports app or the Drake Toll Show YouTube page. This is, always will be, see you for the next hour, the Drake Toll Show.
This is Westwood Sport.
Yeah, it's me,
In the meat.
Give me that look. That's right. Let's get sweaty. Let's get real sweaty.
It is the Drake Toll Show.
Sweaty.
Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app.
Let's fill the bathtub full of sweat.
Addie Bates produces. Curtis Poindexter does his best. It is the 8 o'clock hour. Thursday, May 21st, the San Antonio Spurs. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks. That series continues tonight. The Colorado Avalanche, Las Vegas Golden Knights, with the Knights ahead. A game to none after last night's 4-2 victory. Oh! And the Hurricanes and Montreal Canadiens will square off tonight and open up that series. What more could you want in the world of sports? Aside from Aaron Rodgers coming back to the Pittsburgh Steelers to steal their money, $22 million worth of their money. And on top of that, on top of Aaron Rodgers coming back, another former Georgia Bulldog who drives his car a little bit too fast, Nolan Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles, 135 miles per hour. San Antonio Spurs, who lost De'Aaron Fox, lose Dylan Harper as well. Hamstring, timetable, who knows? Ed Orgeron, LSU, assistant coach on Lane Kiffin's staff, the same Edo that won a national championship with Joe Burrow, maybe the greatest college football team of all time, 2019 LSU, beating Trevor Lawrence and Clemson in 2020 to take the title. Not to mention Shohei Ohtani doing Shohei Ohtani things. Hitting a home run and pitching a gem, logging a win for the LA Dodgers. All of that and more today. But I can't continue this show. I cannot if we don't get to our Idiots of the Day.
Idiot of the Day.
Hello. Good morning. Idiot of the Day, number one. The Panhellenic Council at Louisiana State University. Ed Orgeron, Lane
Big
Kiffin,
Gooner.
same school, baby. If you're a Zeta, if you're a Kappa, if you're a Tri-Delt or a Pi Phi or a Chi, Addie, as the resident female of the show.
Oh, God.
I haven't said it in a long time. I was due for a female here.
Yeah, I hate that.
As the resident girl, woman?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Any messages to the sorority girls of the school that Ed Orgeron and Lane Kiffin coach at? Touch yourself.
I was not a sorority girl. Shocker. So,
Well, then you wouldn't make it on the list. You have nothing to worry about then.
Nope. Sorority's gonna sorority. Be safe out there, girlies. Don't do anything stupid, girly pop. Did I fit it?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't do anything Curtis wouldn't do.
Oh, God, that's a lot.
Big Gooner.
Don't do anything that B wouldn't do.
Love Curtis sexy.
Idiot of the Day, Mad Dog? This is the What You Mad About segment on ESPN. Chris Russo, Mad Dog, admits he slept through the entire Knicks-Cavs game. You know, the electric 22-point comeback overtime game. Here is Russo on ESPN.
So last night, or yesterday morning, I made the appointment with an MRI. And, that's the little tubes thing. And now I feel how these athletes feel. So I go down there and I forget to bring my Valium. I got to have a Valium before I go in a little tube for a half hour. So I get down there, I take my clothes off, put a pair of pajamas on, and they roll me into the MRI thing, and they put me on the little bed, and they give me the headset, and they say, listen, you can't move. All right. I thought it was open on the sides, and it wasn't open on the sides. So they roll me in, and they give you a button to press to get nervous. I pressed it in 5 seconds. I said, I don't think I can handle this. Come back out. I says, listen, I came all this way. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. The poor Catherine there. And I said, I got to deal with it again. I go back. And remember, you can't stop and go with an MRI. You got to do the whole thing at one time. I go back in, and I freak out. completely freak out. I got to get this shoulder checked. I might be out for 9 months. And that's true. Don't laugh. So I come back out. I couldn't deal with it. So last night I said I had forgotten my Valium. So last night at 6:30, I was a little wonky and late in the show. I took a Valium. I had my kid driving. I'm not going to drive. Drive down to Connecticut, Stanford. At 7 o'clock, I get nervous again. I took a second Valium. Oh, boy.
He missed the next game.
I got the thing done in good shape. I promise you that. I got that MRI done. I was a happy camper. Here's your problem. I was in bed at 8:15. I didn't know the Knicks came back until this morning at 7:30. That is true.
All right.
What comeback?
I
didn't know anything about it.
That's all you get today of the Mad Dog Valium. This. Okay, first idiot of the day for taking 2 Valium. Yeah, you're. Namely, before a conference finals game. It's not the best idea. But also, have we lost Russo? Have we lost Mad Dog? Is this an obituary here to his career?
I think, sometimes you just get to that age and you start rambling some stuff.
He should be president. We should make him president.
Who is that dumb man on the show?
Anyway.
Not old enough. Russo's not old enough.
Not yet. It's not there yet.
This is another Thanksgiving situation where my family, the 10 of us, sit down at the table, extended family, sit down at the table, and my father says, all right, everybody hold hands, let's pray. And Grandpa says, Valium! I was getting the MRI. I'm like, all right, Grandpa, we're trying to pray. Food's getting cold. I was getting the MRI. And then I got in there and I thought, I can't do it. The tube's too tight. So I got a button to press for emergencies. Like, Grandpa, dear Lord, thank you for this day. And then I started press. They let me out of there. I was like, gotta do it. I took a second Valium. Like, Grandpa, stop. You're scaring the kids. I was asleep by 8:15. With my Werther's. Caramel, I like that. It's good stuff. Amen. All right, when are we praying? That's Mad Dog Russo at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
Doubled the size, you stupid person.
There's also something to be said.
That's a great callback.
There's also something to be said about my father at Thanksgiving saying, all right, guys, let us pray. Sandy Hook didn't happen. What?
Whoa.
What?
Do you guys know about 9/11? What? Again, Aaron Rodgers didn't say those things. He vehemently said he never questioned Sandy Hook, never questioned 9/11. I do think he'd be a very odd person to have at your Thanksgiving dinner table. Him, Mad Dog Russo. We're just trying to pray, man. I'm suing Jimmy Kimmel. Everybody hold hands, let's pray. I didn't take the COVID vaccine. I won't. I have my own from home. I brought they're looking around the facility. I'm like, all right, everybody vaccinated? All right, where Rodgers, I brought my own from home. What were the brands? What was Pfizer? What were they? Pfizer and
Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. Other countries, AstraZeneca.
Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. And Aaron Rodgers in the corner with a plastic baggie. I brought mine. I made mine.
Idiot of the day is whoever's email notifications keep going off. That's one of y'all idiots.
I don't have my email. I don't even have Outlook. You know I don't have Outlook. I don't know what Outlook is.
Idiot. Idiot.
Curtis.
Curtis, is it you? Be honest, Curtis.
Day.
Fess up.
No, it's not.
So it is Drake.
Who could it be? I don't even have notifications on my computer. I didn't even get an email just now. Idiot of the day, Blaine Crane. What a name, Blaine Crane. He tweets out top 10 quarterbacks in the SEC based off of talent alone. He also cuts off the word SEC in this graphic. Naturally. So terribly made graphic from Crane and Cone, whatever that means. Number 1, Trinidad Chambliss. Number 2, Gunnar Stockton. 3, Lenora Seller. 4 is... What's happening? 4 is Sam Levitt. Oh! Arch Manning at 5. John Mateer at 6. Marcel Reed at 7. Byron Brown at 8. Addy, your boy Arch Manning. Blaine Crane, whoever that is, has him at 5th. 5th!
I'm going to hold my thoughts on Blaine Crane. Although, Arch Manning will always be number 1 in my heart. Trinidad Chambliss, he's been there for like 10 years already. Like, get out. Move on with your life. Get out of college sports. Sorry that you think you're peaking in college. Just move on.
Second year at Ole Miss. What are you talking about?
How many years of eligibility?
I guess he played 4 at Fair. This is his 6th year.
Weird.
So I mean,
it's
he's
weird.
He's old.
Move on.
Yeah.
Move on. Okay, Gunnar Stockton. Okay, sure. Lenore Sellers. I don't think he's that good.
Well, they went like 3-9 last year. So.
Okay, right. I still actually would take Arch over, and not just because of looks. Not just because of looks. I would put him higher. I'd put him at probably 1 or 2. This guy's an idiot.
Okay. Idiot.
Sam Levitt?
Yeah, Sam Levitt, the Arizona State kid. He's pretty good.
Yes,
LSU's quarterback.
I know who he is.
Yeah,
Do I think he's better than Arch? No.
Yeah. Idiot of the day, college sports. If you're mad at my close and personal friend Trinidad Chambliss, you'll really hate R.J. Lewis Jr. On 3 says, breaking, former pro guard R.J. Lewis Jr. has signed with LSU. Pete Nakos reports. He was the 2025 Big East Player of the Year. College Football Home tweets, he literally played in the NBA. October 8th, 10th, and 12th. What are we doing with college sports? Addy, the Boston Celtic is an LSU Tiger.
Okay, so let's get mad at Sorsby for gambling his own money, his own stuff. Let's get mad at that. Let's punish him. He's in trouble. Now, if you played pro sports, if you have reckless driving, any of that, actually come back. We need you. We actually do need you. It's okay. Stuff happens. Just because you were a pro, you can come back. That's okay. It's just stupid. The NCAA college sports at this point is getting stupid. The rules that they really focus on and harp on is just, it's unbelievable to me. Whereas now you can go be a professional athlete. No other, what? Oh, that's crazy. That's like, hey, Shohei Ohtani, you're really great and everything, but actually you didn't use your eligibility in college. So come back, come here, come to LSU, and play against these college kids, okay? It's stupid.
Tuesday, you're guarding LeBron James. Wednesday, you're guarding a plumber from Northwestern State. Pretty awesome. Idiot of the day, ESPN Insights. ESPN Insights tweets, Victor Wembanyama, 22 years, 134 days, passes Lou Alcindor, 22 years, 352 days, as the youngest player with 40 points and 20 rebounds in a playoff game. Huh. ESPN Insights just dead naming Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lou Alcindor. This is an interesting... Who's the last person to refer to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as Lou Alcindor? Addy?
That's just so bizarre to me. I don't understand that at all. Let's actually... Muhammad Ali. Ali. What's his real name? What's his first name? Like when he was born? Exactly.
Cassius Clay?
Yeah! I'm
there. But what do people know him as?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, they know him as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. You just can't. If you're going to do the whole, his name was Lou at the time, fine, then only count his stats as Lou Alcindor and then count his stats as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Don't do this. ESPN Insights. Let the man be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's what we all say. It's what we all know him as. Final idiot of the day, the Washington Nationals. Addy, you deserve this one.
I deserve this one. Washington Nationals, they had this snack. It was hot dog fries. And so basically they took a hot dog and then they shredded it to look like French fries. And it came with ranch. And how much were these hot dog fries? By the way, you know what a hot dog is? nobody knows what's in a hot dog, and that's why it should stay that way. They're charging $20 for hot dog fries.
What?
You're getting a hot dog just shaved. They're shaving it. $20 for hot dog fries. That's stupid. And on top of that, you have to watch the Washington Nationals. I don't know what's worse.
Who's dipping their hot dogs in ranch, by the way? I
In
don't
the
like
meat.
that. When we come back, Andrew McKinnis joins the show to talk a whole lot of hockey, baby. Last night was not supposed to happen. The Vegas Golden Knights knocked off the Colorado Avalanche. Got a whole lot to break down from that. This is Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. This is the Drake Toll Show.
Aaron Rodgers says,
Hey lady, you got the love I need. Maybe more than enough. Oh, darling, 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 walk a while with me. Oh, you got so much, so much, so much.
It is the Drake Toll Show. Drake Toll with you from the Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. Addie Bates produces. Curtis Poindexter runs the board. What more could you want in the world? Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Yeah. Old man Aaron Rodgers will parade himself around the country. You know, when presidents used to die, Lincoln is an example of this. When presidents used to die, they would take their carcass and it's kind of an aggressive word, but yeah, their rotting body. Sorry, I don't know why I just dropped carcass on you all, but they would take the. Can I tell you something? Got a call from my dad yesterday. I had called him. Baylor softball. Two of their assistant coaches had left the program, and family dog, German short hair, got out, was hit by a car. Not good for anybody involved. Very sad for the entire family. Conversation with dad, conversation with mom. You know, I moved away years ago from the house, but when I was still in high school, we had gotten the dog, and so it's a sad moment. But there was 8 months ago or so, my granddad. I was talking about I've got a dog, Bear, and my granddad said, "Oh, what does the dog do?" What do you mean does the dog do? It's an Aussie doodle. It's like, what does the dog? What does it do? It's like, it just sits around. It's like, huh? If a dog ain't working for you, it's just eating your food for free. I thought, huh? He's got a good point there. My dog is just eating the food for free. And, it kind of changed my perspective on life and death and animals and the utilitarianism approach to pets. And so where I'm going with this, get the call, and German Shorthair had been hit by a car, and Dad had to take care of Barry Sadie, and that was a tough conversation. And I thought, you know what? If the dog is not working for you, it's just eating your food for free. Circle of life. Dogs, cats, turtles, people, everybody dies in the end, right? And with that approach to it, I thought, presidents in this case, Abraham Lincoln, he died, wasn't hit by a car, should be very clear. And they take his body, they embalm him, and they trek him around the country, and people get to show up at the train station, and they wave goodbye to the president in a glass case. Dad, there's nothing glorious, glamorous about death at all. You parade the person around after it's all over, said and done, and America says goodbye to him. And my question, as it pertains to Aaron Rodgers, if that dog is not working for you, he is eating your food for free. Aaron Rodgers wasn't working for the Pittsburgh Steelers a year ago. He had the same numbers as Jacoby Brissett. He was fine. But that dog's about to eat your food for $22 million next year and not be competitive in a division that has some monstrous pass rushers. And Aaron Rodgers can't move. Headline number one, storyline number one today of Aaron Rodgers being a retirement tour quarterback. That dog, if it doesn't work for you, is just eating your food for free. It's my morbid perspective on how you should approach the Aaron Rodgers news. Ed Orgeron to LSU as an assistant on Lane Kiffin's staff. Ohtani Electric. Joey Chestnut will defend his hot dog title while still on probation. That's his little walkout song, wearing an ankle monitor out there. And the Spurs Thunder continue after a Thunder win on Friday with the series tied at a game apiece. And the Knicks try to take a 2-0 lead. They will over the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight behind Jalen Brunson. The Cavs are tired. The Cavs are worn out. Consecutive series that went 7 games. The Knicks are rested enough that in the last 12 minutes of the contest a couple of nights ago, the Knicks outscored the Cavs 44-11 to win the game by double digits in overtime. The New York Knicks may well sweep the Cavaliers given the stamina situation of both of these organizations. Then there's the hockey. That's where I really wanted to get. The Stanley Cup playoffs are down to the Final Four. And I could have told you that the Colorado Avalanche would be here. I could have told you that the Carolina Hurricanes would be here. The Hurricanes are 8-0 this postseason and take on the Montreal Canadiens tonight. Conversely, the 8-1 Colorado Avalanche walked into their own arena yesterday at 8-1 in the postseason. Their only loss to Minnesota in the middle of that series, it was distant, didn't matter much. Say hello to the 8-2 Colorado Avalanche. After a loss to Las Vegas, 4-2 the final score. They pulled within one, 3-2 with 2 minutes to go for an empty net goal for Vegas, made it that final of 4-2. And it lends itself to the structure of the hockey playoffs, the format, where the division takes on the division, where you aren't looking at the 1 seed versus the 8 seed. The divisional structure of the postseason lends itself toward interesting matchups, like Las Vegas playing Anaheim in the second round, while the Avalanche had to play the Wild. The Minnesota Wild. Like, there's a world where the Wild, the Stars, the Avs are top 5 teams in hockey, 3 of the top 5 teams in hockey. But Minnesota had to play Dallas in round 1. Colorado had to play Minnesota in round 2. You're knocking, in the first 2 rounds, you're knocking out 2 of the best teams in hockey. That's the way the playoffs go. While the Vegas Golden Knights didn't have to take on Minnesota, they got the Anaheim Ducks. That's manageable. Of course it's manageable. Anaheim had knocked off Edmonton, walked into the Vegas series, and lost it in 6. But you still go back to, okay, if we established that 3 of the top 5 teams in hockey are the Wild, the Stars, and the Avalanche, if that's your forte, if that's your opinion on this, and the Avs the number 1 team in the league, that they have been all season long, then it should make sense that the Vegas Golden Knights, who fired their coach at the end of the regular season, the Vegas Golden Knights wouldn't stand near as much a chance against the Avalanche that the Stars or the Wild would. And you'd be incorrect, because welcome to hockey. Welcome to the National Hockey League. On the other side, something similar. Buffalo, Boston, this little pod of 4 teams. You know, in the NBA, you get these pods of teams. Oh, these 2 teams, the winner of these 2 will play the winner of those 2. The winner of Boston and Buffalo play the winner of Tampa and Montreal. I certainly did not expect Montreal to come out of the series against the Lightning. Oh, they did. Buffalo, you could expect to win the series against Boston. They're the better team. The problem with Buffalo beating Boston was a logo conversation. If the Jets beat the Chiefs ever, if the Jets are, remember the year that the Lions, the competitive Lions, first game of the season, knocked off the Chiefs, would have been 2023? It didn't make sense. The Lions were a great team. The Lions may have been a better team, but that logo shouldn't beat that logo. The Buffalo Sabres should never beat the Boston Bruins in the playoffs. That makes me feel weird. And Montreal was taken to the brink by the Tampa Bay Lightning, won it in 7. The Canadiens once again go to the brink against Buffalo, win it in 7. You see what's happening here? It's like, instead of having the Magic play the Cavs, make it the Magic play the Pistons in the first round, you have the Magic play the Cavs. Instead of having the Thunder drop down and sweep away your 8 seed, instead of that format, it's like the Thunder had played the Lakers in round 1. It just doesn't make sense to do it that way. Hockey does. It creates electrifying matchups in each step of the way in the postseason up until the conference championship. That's where, like, oh, look, the little straggler from that side of the bracket made its way up here. Ha, time to dominate. But the Avalanche didn't do that. And now, tonight, the Montreal Canadiens, who went 7 games against Tampa, 7 games against Buffalo, will play the Carolina Hurricanes, who went 4 games against Ottawa and 4 games against Philadelphia. You have one team that has played 14 postseason hockey contests, and another that has played 8, the minimum. Carolina at 8-0. Colorado, the same example for the Avalanche. Vegas had played 12 games of hockey this postseason. The Avs had played 9. 3 extra games of hockey is a big difference, and the rest the Avs got by knocking off Minnesota meant they could take a few days to recuperate before facing off against Vegas in the Western Conference Finals. But now the two dynasties, the two juggernauts, two of the best teams, it's still so hard for me to wrap my head around the Vegas Golden Knights, namely in a series against the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights being a stalwart, dominant fixture atop hockey. But Mitch Marner? Pavel Durofeev? Watched him play with my own 2 eyes. Watched him score a couple goals with my own 2 eyes. Hat trick that night. The Knights, while I still can't, it still makes me feel weird. In the same way that Buffalo knocking off Boston, the Knights are still that new team. Like, no. There are 14-year-old kids who are watching the Vegas Golden Knights in the same way that you and I are watching the Oklahoma City Thunder. After a while, it went from them being the new team, the new logo, the new brand, to, oh, they're just an NBA team. In the NHL, the Vegas Golden Knights are just an NHL team and the best damn NHL team of the last 10 years. And they haven't even been alive for the totality of those 10 years. Up there with teams like the Avalanche, with teams like the Lightning, or the Panthers had their run. Whereas teams like the Hurricanes or the Dallas Stars have had great regular seasons, but I haven't seen the payoff in the postseason. Will that change this year for Carolina? Will Vegas pull a massive upset over Colorado and assert themselves as the dynasty of the NHL? Will Colorado do it again for the second time this decade and win the Stanley Cup? Those are the questions you ask going into a week like this. Conference finals like this, the Jugger Canes, scorched earth campaign. There is nothing outside of a June parade that is going to make Canes fans happy. And it should be that way. Because I said it about the NBA. If the Spurs lose in the conference finals, if the Knicks lose in the conference finals, we don't look back 10 years from now and say, man, those 2026 Spurs were a force to be reckoned with. You can't tell me you played in the conference finals in hockey or basketball in 2015 unless it's your team, because we don't remember the losers. We vaguely remember the team that got to the finals. But we always remember, we immortalize, we converse about, there's conflict over the team that wins the championship. And if the Canes don't win a championship, we're not going to look back and say, wow, remember that contending team in 2026? It doesn't work that way. We honor, we value, we watch excellence. And excellence is only found in winning a championship, in winning a ring. Montreal! Cardiac kids. What if we get Montreal and what if we get Montreal and Vegas? The Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers, huh? I don't know if hockey fans, the general hockey fan, would be akin to such. But the diehards, same as those who watch the Rangers and the Diamondbacks, get it. They understand the parity that comes through hockey. You do not get the honor, the prestige, unless you win at the highest level. So the Western clash of modern dynasties, the Eastern storyline of a dominant team running through everybody, 8-0 in the postseason versus the scrappy, cardiac Canadians. It lends us to our final 4 teams in hockey. And tonight, you'll see it in action. In Carolina, Josh Graham's Hurricanes will host 8 o'clock Eastern Time, TNT, True TV, Canadians, Hurricanes in Raleigh. When we come back, let's wrap this thing up. NBA, NHL, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, it's Thursday. Means it's time for Are You Smarter Than Drake Toll? This is Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app. This is the Drake Toll Show.
Remember Deshaun Watson? He's been on IR the last 19 months. And now
a happy fool I would rather be. Oh, baby, I'll be glad to learn from you. And darling, I know you will be glad to learn from me. And if we get down and things get sad, we can cheer up each other and grin, 'cause things just ain't that bad. If we're fools in life, then a happy fool I would rather be. Day by day, just one step at the time. 'Cause woman, you have given me so much just to ease this stubborn old aching heart of mine. I don't care where they came from, and I don't care what they might say. Woman, you've been loving in my corner all the way, day by day. Yeah, it's the magic of kindness flowing all the time. Further on down the road, baby, you will accompany me. Oh, woman, I'm hoping. Further on down the road, baby, you will accompany me. Oh, baby, can't you hear me praying? When I look back, your love was like the sun, and I don't remember any cold days. I just remember the warm, warm sun. Further on down the road, baby, you will accompany me. Oh, baby, oh, baby, baby.
I got a sweet little baddie and she's rolling in the caddy with me.
Good morning. It is the Drake Toll Show. Westwood One Sports, the Westwood One Sports app. Shohei Ohtani did it again. His 8th home run of the year. He was 1 for 4 against the San Diego Padres on the road last night in Petco. Electric on the mound. Also hit a home run. Do we miss? Okay. Let's do it. Do we miss when? Blanket statement. If the NL is going to have the pitchers hit, the AL has to as well. You can't only have one league do it. Like, you got to have congruence, cohesiveness. Do we wish that the AL and the NL both made their pitchers hit? Addie Bates, you have the floor.
Not a fan of a universal DH. I think it's kind of boring. I think it's lame. It's okay if your pitcher can't hit. I mean, they did in high school, college. The universal DH is just like such a wuss move. If I'm being honest with you, like, oh, we got to protect our guys. No, come on, they're athletes. Put them out there. When Bartolo Colon hit that home run, that was legendary. I remember that. It was the greatest thing ever because you're like, oh my gosh, big man. He's out there he's hitting dingers. I mean, dinger. Still amazing.
Hardly know her. Dinger. Hardly know her.
Ooh.
So you are, in essence, and it lends itself to how you like your baseball. You are taking away a 312 hitter, guy who has a 312 batting average, for a 122 hitter. So there's that. Consider that. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. There's so much to baseball that's more than just, oh my gosh, this guy can hit for power. This guy all the time. Like, I understand he gets on base, money ball, yada, yada, yada. But there's something amazing about you're in this high pressure situation. Can someone deliver? It's cooler. Like, oh my gosh, when someone you don't think can deliver, you have bases loaded, 2 outs, and you need this. Like, it's when someone who you don't think's going to do it does that, that's incredible. Yeah, Shohei Ohtani, he should be able to hit a grand slam. He should be able to get a couple RBIs in a game. Yeah, that's expected, but it's so cool when you got like Bartolo Colon. Zach Greinke was known. Actually, he loved hitting. That was one thing. He loved hitting. When he was in the National League and when he moved over to the AL back and forth, he talked about that. He loves hitting. Lance McCullers Jr., he was okay at it. Can't really pitch that well anymore, but he was good at it. It's prove that you're an athlete.
Maybe Framber Valdez would be less angry. If they let him have a bat, he could take it out of the baseball. Maybe he'd be a little less angry, a little less mean. Yeah, it just... I thought when they made the change, the universal change, it would lend itself to more complete games. Because now guys don't have to be like, hey, 7th inning, your starter could keep going, but guys at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs, you're going to pinch hit him for somebody out of the dugout. You don't do that anymore. I thought it would lend itself to more complete games. But then one day, some idiot doctor with their MRIs and their Valium and their studies like, pitchers don't need to throw complete games. It will kill them. Like, okay, what? And then the death of the complete game happened, which sucks. So it didn't do its job really at all. You know what? Fine. Bring it back. Let the pitchers hit. It's way more cool that way.
Yeah.
Way cooler that way. Last night was cool if you're an Oklahoma City fan. The Thunder on top of the Spurs, evening the series at a game apiece. And we have the highlights from the contest, how it happened. And look, man, San Antonio hung around. The Thunder just played a complete game. They played their basketball, which that's such a lazy thing to say. I turned the radio on, and the guy said that the Thunder played their basketball. But it put into motion why. It put into motion why I called the Thunder the best team in basketball and why I was almost frustrated or confused how the best team in basketball could lose so consistently to someone else. Wouldn't the Spurs then be the best team in basketball? Well, no. Because the Thunder played their run-of-the-mill game, shot 48%. The Spurs shot 49%. Thunder shot 48%, 36% from 3, 19 for 24 from the free throw line. And they just didn't turn the ball over. The Thunder played it right down the middle. Great defense. Didn't turn the ball over. Got to the free throw line. And that's it. Let's go home. Pack it in. All right, we're done. See you guys later. Hoping that the Spurs, the Thunder playing a good game, the best team in the NBA playing a good game, it would take a great or excellent game from the Spurs. You know what the Spurs did? They played a good game. Turned the ball over too much? Absolutely. Oklahoma City had 10 turnovers. For the Spurs, it was Stephon Castle alone with 9. Himself. Stephon Castle had 9 turnovers. That's a problem. For the San Antonio Spurs, they played good. Oklahoma City played good. Victor Wembanyama, third leading scorer on his team, 21 points, 8 for 16, 17 boards, 6 assists to boot, and 4 blocks. But with Isaiah Hartenstein guarding him, he looked different, out of sync. And a 122-113 win for the Thunder over the Spurs. The gap, that 9-point gap, is found in the lack of scoring from Victor Wembanyama. If he put up 30 points, 32 points, 34 points, 36 points, like Wembanyama, what we are accustomed to seeing from Wembanyama in the postseason, this final score is different. It bumps San Antonio into that, oh, you played a great game category and knocked off the best team in the NBA because you played a great game. Last night, Mark Daigneault took the podium postgame, the Thunder head coach. It's like, dog, I had to prep him. I told him, Isaiah Hartenstein played 12 minutes in game 1. You're about to play, and you're going to play a lot, and you better guard Victor Wembanyama.
On the glass, score top screen, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think he did what he does. I don't think it was specific to Wembanyama. He played his game tonight, and that's a physical brand that you have to deal with around the basket. You know, I think the offensive rebounding is a huge thing, that there's great gravity to that as well, and I just thought, again, he had great professionalism. I grabbed him yesterday to tell him he didn't start out at halftime, so I wanted to grab him yesterday, tell him he was starting on Wembanyama so that he would go to bed last night with that in mind. And I said, I didn't feel great about you playing 12 minutes last night. And he said, I'll do whatever the team needs me to do. Even with me almost, telling him that I was not loving how that felt. So I thought it was the right thing in the moment, but tonight I thought the right thing was rolling with him a little longer.
And despite how well Hartenstein played against Victor Wembanyama, his teammate, the MVP, was not impressed. Here is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the court on NBC postgame talking about an elite defensive performance from Isaiah Hartenstein.
You all made a pivot defensively hard on Wemby. What kind of impact did Isaiah have tonight?
I'm not sure if it was good, to be honest. Yeah.
Break that down for me.
Say again?
Break that down for me. Why was his impact not good?
It was all right. It was good. It was good.
Huh. That's some Michael Jordan stuff there. Just being mean. SGA would also yell at Jared McCain. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander step back, mid-range. McCain was calling, ball, I'm open, 3-point, open. SGA sinks a jumper, turns to McCain, shut the F up. Huh. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, understanding this late in the postseason, the edge that it takes, the different gear that it takes to win a championship, to get a ring, will do whatever it takes. And that whole whatever it takes does not include being nice to teammates. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, those guys weren't notably nice to their teammates. They want to win above all else. And I like that edge from SGA. I don't mind him saying that it was okay. It wasn't good enough. Don't settle. There's a different standard for these guys that you have to reach to win a title. It is Thursday. Addy Bates producing. Curtis Poindexter runs the board, meaning it's time for Are You Smarter Than Drake Toll? Curtis, are you ready?
Absolutely not.
Got a good one for you tonight, Curtis. What's the first category?
Science.
Science!
In what direction do most cyclones whirl in the southern hemisphere?
Counterclockwise?
Were you science or were you scienced? Clockwise.
Drake got that one correct. That one is clockwise. But I love how Curtis actually knew what it was, though.
Music.
Ooh. In musical terms, what does da capo mean? I had a chameleon named da capo.
Bless you.
Da capo.
Da capo means quiet.
It means from the beginning. From the beginning. Next category.
History.
Ooh. I didn't like that. What car did Chevrolet design the Camaro to compete with in 1966?
It's a Mustang, though.
Point Curtis.
Oh. I was going to say Mustang.
Okay, well, one.
Random.
Who wrote the novel Carrie in 1973?
No idea.
Curtis. Stephen King.
Oh, Drake, 2-1. 2-1.
Movies.
Movies.
Here we go. Who played weatherman Phil Connors in the movie Groundhog Day?
Curtis. Crotch.
Here's a big old hint.
Kurt.
Him and I physically ran into each other whenever I was covering March Madness. Tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "I'm sorry."
I still don't remember.
It's not William.
It's
Somebody in a hurry. Bill Murray.
Drake won that. And it's proof that Curtis doesn't listen to when I tell stories.
What?
At the end of the game?
Yeah, do you want another question?
We should double the length of trivia next week. It's like a 2-minute game. We can play trivia the entire show.
Double the size, you dumb person.
I will.
Trivia last night, by the way, guys, it was really difficult. It was super difficult.
Did you win?
No, but I did win a lot of stuff in the duck claw machine, so that's all that matters.
Automatic.
Still is.
The duck wanted those s'mores. The duck wanted those s'mores. Hattie Bates produces. Curtis Poindexter runs the board. To Armin Williams, Bruce Gilbert, Colin Jones, and Ryan McGuire. Thank you for giving me a job. That part is really fun. This has been, and it always will be, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. every single day. We'll see you tomorrow. Love ya. It's time for the fastest show in all of sports. Nick Costos with You Better You Bet. This has been The Drake Toll Show.
This is Westwood.